and welcome to Technology for Noob. In this video, I am going to show how to populate a table in Django application or in Django web application. So it's very simple and it does not need much of effort. It's just a small trick which we should be aware and everything will work. So let's start with our application, how our application setup would look like. So I have a simple Django application with an empty index page now, and I have set my settings with my app, and I have also set the templates through which I can get my index page. So this is the index page which I have, which is empty right now. And then I have to define my backend function logic for which we would show the table. So to show how it all works in the data part, so I'm using the COVID-19 dataset. So let's have a look at it. So this is how the data looks like, and I have prepared a simple demo data frame, and this is how the data looks like. So I have dates column, I have cumulated values, and I have actual values. Now this needs to be shown in the table format in Django application. So as we all know, Django does not take any pandas data frame or any other kind of objects. It has to be either in JSON format, or you have to manually put all the values in a table. So how we can pass the table to the Django UI is a simple approach right now, is the JSON approach. So now if I have to create a JSON of it, how should my JSON look like? So let's observe and understand how it actually works in the UI. So in HTML tag, you have to use table, and once we have the table, there are certain tags or the HTML tags. So like TD defines the column names. Okay, so let's say I would say column 1. So all the column names are supposed to be defined in one go. So I will first define all my column names. Once I have my column names defined, I have to define my row. So to define a row, we use tr, and then there is another one th. It just add additional border, but we don't care about it right now. So when we are inside tr, so it says which row. Now we have to say which data cell. So that can again be defined by td. So let's say td, I would say column 1 well, and we will just copy paste. Let's look our UI. So as you can see, my column names, and so column names are also being defined using td, the data cell, and then once I define tr, it gives the information, okay, this all will be in single row and all the values will be accordingly arranged. So that's how table works. Now let's just simply see how exactly what information we take from this particular information. So I have to pass my each data cell which I showed in here in one sequence, right? So TD, TD and TD for one TR. So that's how it will work. So similarly, now I have to pass it here. So I have to arrange my data accordingly. So to arrange the data, let's just simply take it here. So there is a one particular function for data frame in data frame that says toJSON. And once I do it, it just creates series of my tabular data. It does not create me what I want. So for that particular purpose, you can have any other approach, but I am choosing the for loop for I in. And that's why people use MongoDB or some NoSQL format, because they are too much friendly for populating the UI. So that's the whole purpose there. But right now we are in the pandas data frame. So what I have to do is I have to arrange it in another manner. So what I will do, I will look for my data frame's first index that will come from my I, and this particular data, let me just show you how it would look like. So now my temp would look like this. Now in here, if I just simply say dict, I will get my values. So now what I'm going to do is I will create an empty list and I will append all the values here. Dict. So now my all data looks like this. Now this is what I want to send there. So these are my complete list information which has each row values on each element of the list, and that's what we are going to populate. So in my views I have already added that logic. So I have it. Now I'm sending that all data into a data with my context. So in my HTML index, let's just remove this, simply say data, and my all the list information is with me. Now I have to just populate it into table. So I will just remove it. Let's come inside table. Let's forget about the column names. Let's first define our row. So tr defines my row. Within my tr, okay, so first of all, in here I have to start my for loop. So what my logic is, I will iterate over this list and I will arrange this elements of this particular list in my table here. So for that data, we don't have to define it here, and let's close the loop. And for now, from here we have to define our row. So tr, this would now td, this would have, so let's just simply pass I for now, and let's see it here. So it repeated the I. What we want is, we want it inside double brackets and curly brackets, and now our values are here. Now this values has to be individually put into a simple data cell. So so our first value is dates. I just simply say dot dates, and that's how you select a dictionary in Django, key of a dictionary in Django. Then similarly I have cumulative values, then I have actual values. And as you can see, I am able to populate my data. Let's just style it a little bit, and I just simply give the style formatting, and now our style is here. So the last part is to give the heading. It's very simple, just simply I'm doing it manually, but you can pass another dictionary JSON or have that value in your first cell, and that would become your headings. So I have to simply say td, then just one more element. I have cumulative values, and then I have actual values. Yes, I have to bring it outside of my for loop, and we are done. So this is how we populate the data in Django. I hope you understand it. This tutorial was made because of Anmol Agrawal. He asked how to populate the table, and this is the answer for that particular question. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any doubts, please mention it in the comment section, and have a great day.